Hi guys, this is Kurt, Oscar November 7 Oscar Fox Fox, and I hope you are having a lovely day. Thank you for being on the channel, and today I'm going to explain you how you can configure your computer and the software so your logging program can follow the frequency of your Hermes Lite and your TT software, so you do not have to manually fill in the frequency on which you're on when you're talking to somebody or your band, or eventually also the mode. So let's dive into it right away with no further ado. So let me just first explain you how things work. You will need 3 steps or 3 things and 3 steps. The first thing you'll need to do is just create a virtual COM port, and this will be the COM ports on which the different programs are going to communicate with each other. So this virtual COM port is really working like a normal COM port, but you will have to connect your TT software to the COM port number 1 and then the second software to the COM port number 2 so they can communicate with each other. And then the second software will create a protocol, and from there on you will be able to follow the frequency on which you are with the Hermes Lite and the TT software. So you need 3 things. Of course, is the virtual COM, and then the receiver of that virtual COM so it can output it into your logging software. So the first thing you will have to download is called COM0.com. I will put the download link in the description of this video. You just have to click it. And when you click on the download link, it will automatically download the file. It's only 200 kilobytes, so it's quite small. And you can see the file right here. It's COM0.com 2.2.2, which is a signed version. So you need to right click it. And when you right click the file, you will be able to extract it. And from there on, when you extract it, it will create a new folder. And if it's not opening it, you will need to go to that new folder. And from there, you will have a setup. And you click on OK. And click on Next and just follow. In this page here, or on this window here, you can see it's going to also create already a pre-configured COM port or COM port pair and emulate already one COM port or 2 COM ports connected together, but we're going to leave it the way it is. Click on Install. And the next thing, it's going to ask you to open a console. So first of all, click on Install because you need these drivers. And it's going to ask you to start, but that's not what we're going to do because it will start the command prompt, and that's a little bit more complicated than the system that I'm going to use and show you. Click on Finish. Next thing you need to do is go into your startup, and you go into the programs here. And when you scroll down, you will see COM0.com. And there you will have a GUI version of the CLI, the command prompt that it was asking you to bring you to. So once you are in this window here, you will have to create 2 COM ports. My advice is just to quickly have a sneak peek, go to Device Manager on your computer. Device Manager, where is it? Device, there you go. And the next thing is you will have to check if there is already a COM port or which COM ports are in use. So on this computer, I do not have any COM ports built in or connected to it. But if you will have a COM port, it will say ports, COMs, and whatever. And you will have to open the menu and see which COM port is currently in use. The reason why it's better to check, because if you use a COM port that's already in use, you might create a conflict on your computer. So here you type in, and I'm going to use 2 COM ports, virtual COM ports, and emulate 2 COM ports. COM port number 20 in my case, and COM port number 21. I think there's a very low chance that COM port 20 and 21 is already in use on your computer because it's a high number. So you just type in COM20 without any spaces, and then here you type in COM21. And then you click on Add Pair. And when you click on Add Pair, you will be prompted with Apply. You say yes. And if you go back to your device manager, okay, you will see that there are a few COM ports that have been created by COM0COM. So when you see COM0COM, you see all these ports here emulated right here. These two here are for the first pair that it automatically made when you installed the software. And this is the new pair probably that we have created. You can close it. Now it's not going to work. I'm going to click on Apply. The first thing that you need to do right now is restart your computer. And this is where many people fail in using COM0COM. If you do not restart your computer, it will not be visible in the software. So we're back. I restarted my computer, and let me just explain you what to do next. So the second software that we will need to install is going to be CAT BKT. But before we do so, I'm first going to go to my Hermes Lite TT software. And I already started up my software here. So the next thing you need to go is go to Setup. And then you need to go to Serial Network CAT MIDI or MIDI CAT. And in this serial tabulator here, you can actually start to configure things. And here I'm going to point to my input COM port, which is in my case COM number 20. And I will enable the CAT. And once that's done, click on Apply eventually and click on OK. I'm going to minimize my TT software. So first step, installing COM0COM, restarting your computer after you configured the ports. The next thing is going to your TT software and open the serial port, connect it there. And the next step in the procedure is going to download what we call CAT BKT rig control. So if I go to CAT BKT rig control on Google search engine, I will put the link in the description as well for this one. You click on download here and you download the CAT BKT software. It's a software released by India Zulu, and I don't remember his full call sign, but from there on, let me open it. So let me just execute the file. And after you finished installing the software, by default, it's going to put it into India Zulu. What is it? 2 Bravo Kilo Tango. It's not necessary to change a path. I'm just going to leave it where it is, keeping things as simple as possible. And then it will install the software. Once installed, you click on Finish, and you will have to start up the CAT BKT. How can you do that? It's not going to pop up in your menu over here. So if you're lucky, it might just come over here, or you just type straight when you click on the button here and you type CAT BKT, and it will pop up as well. So you can see the program is right here. So when I start the application, the next thing it's going to ask you if you want to select Hamlip 4.4. I just use everything and leave it as default. I'm going to set it as default as well. There you are, and click on Start. And now it's going to start the application, but it's not going to be able to start because it does not know which port it's supposed to go to. So when I look now, let me just minimize this. It asks you the language. So it says Catalan, but I will put it in English. And then it will ask you to set up right now. So if you click on OK, you will have to type in your call sign. In my case, it's on7 off, and I am Kurt. And which rig do you need to select here? You need to go to down in the menu, and you go and search for OpenSDR. And you get it right here, port 2040. Then you click on OK. And here you need to change the port. And here you put port number 21. So port 20 is where the TT software is going to communicate to, and it's going to forward information to port 21. Okay, there's nothing else that we need to change over here. There's one more parameter that you need to disable, and that's what we call audio here. So you click on audio and you disable enable audio support. Click on OK, and normally it should work when you start OK. So it says to enable a new configuration, the program will be restarted. That's what it's going to do. And if you see, you are going to check also if you have the latest version, it's going to display whatever you have in your TT software. Okay, the next thing I do advise you to do is try to figure out where it installed CAT BKT. Now, if you go on your hard drive, you will have a folder called, there you go, India Zulu 2 Bravo Kilo Tango. Let me just go to it. And the CAT BKT program is right here. I am going to make a copy. There you go, copy as a path. Okay. And you go back to your TT software and click on Setup. And then you go to General, Options. And there you need to go to Startup Options here. And Auto Power at Startup. And No Start if already running. Click on the Auto Launch and you just paste whatever you copied there. To be able to start CAT BKT by default when you start your TT software. Click on Apply. And from now on, if you are going to start TTs, it will automatically start CAT BKT. So you do not need to do anything else, just to right here, start TTs, and CAT BKT will be started in the background. The next step will be to configure your logging program, whatever program you're using, and read the frequency automatically. Now I'm using BBLogger, and I'm going to quickly install BBLogger together with you. We'll also provide the link of the BBLogger. Download BBLogger. There you go. And I will provide you with the link in the description of this video. So I'm going to take Ari, Busto, etc. And this is where you can download BBLogger at the end of the page. So here you have the latest setup, newest version. Click on Setup, and it's going to download BBLogger. And the next thing I'm going to do is just install the BBLogger software. Just hold on a moment. I will do the bare minimum when I'm configuring it because I don't want to bother you with how to use BBLogger. I can make a video about it if you guys are interested. I'm just going to install it in the default folder, which is BBLogger. And when you finalize the setup procedure, it will be installed and you just have to start it from here. I got BBLogger right here. Let me just close this one down, close this one down, or minimize these different windows so you can see exactly what's going on. I already installed it before, so it already filled in the form here, but you can give a name of the log file, and I have add my name here, etc. You will also need to provide in a next configuration screen the grid number in which you are, because it's important to be able to start logging and also be able to calculate what is the headings of your beam. Let me just click on new QSO. And if I click here on CAT on, you can see that it's reading my frequency, it's reading the band, and it's reading also the mode that I'm operating on. And this is how you can actually make the frequency appear in your software. I am not using any other software than BBLogger, so I don't know how it works out. But normally, I guess that in most of the logging programs, you will probably have something like CAT connection or whatever. And then you need to tell that it needs to go and check on the CAT BKT software, and it will automatically add the information from here. As you can see, it's turned off again. I think I need to lock once and then it will be turned on automatically. And also, I think there's also a feature right here, enable CAT connection. I think I need to just leave it the way it is. And I think now it's going to provide it and automatically there. Now it's turned on automatically. So you need to check this for your personal logging software. If you're using software that is not BBLogger, maybe you can provide us the information. Maybe I would also appreciate if you could tell me in the description, or sorry, in the comment section of this video, which program you're using for your logging software. We'd greatly appreciate. But I just like BBLogger. It's easy, it's not too difficult, and not too many with whistles and bells that are not necessary for me. So there you are. I hope it's useful. If you need any help, just leave a comment in the comment section of this video. I'm going to try to help you out. I'm not really answering to personal emails because I get too many emails and the workload is already quite high. So you guys have fun. I hope this was useful, and I wish you 70 trees. Thumbs up, and see you soon.